That's right. We are living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen. It is National Farmers Market Week, and we're celebrating all week long with local businesses and their locally sourced ingredients. And today we want to welcome Tony Jarvis, the owner of Cool Moose Cafe. Hey, man, good to see you.
Good to see
listen, you know, we talked about it off camera. I think that almost all of my friends have worked for you over the years.
It's been a long time.
You guys are great. You have a fantastic spot right there in Riverside. It's very, very cool. Right on Park Street, right near Park and King, right?
Yes.
All right. So, you know, let me ask you, how is Cool Moose celebrating National Farmers Market Week?
Well, we're participating by locally sourcing ingredients, both dairy, eggs, obviously produce, and some pork.
Gotcha.
From farmers in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia.
That is very, very cool. Okay, so what sets locally sourced ingredients apart from ingredients sourced elsewhere?
Well, I think we all understand that we're in the midst of a lot of changes in our food system, right? You know, with the elimination of dyes, and we're realizing that, you know, some of these problems that are happening are because of how we eat our food, how we raise our food, how we bring them through the pipeline to our dishes. And I think we're a lot more conscious about it, right? So we're all making changes so that we can eat healthier, eat better, eat smarter.
Yeah, and then and live well and live healthier and potentially live longer too, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right, so what are you going to make for us today? Is this what you're going to be doing for Farmers Market Week?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
great. So what do we got today?
So we've got an Irish breakfast hash.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, it's I got a boatload of vegetables, right? High in antioxidants and all your vitamins and minerals, and we're using a corned beef, which we braise for a long period of time overnight as our protein. But of course, you can use other proteins.
Sure.
Like a nice smoked brisket would be great with this dish.
Yeah.
Or you can go vegan, right?
Absolutely.
Because it's all vegetables and potato, and then you could put maybe a tofu or a portobello mushroom,
or
something like that.
Whatever. Yeah. Like,
right. So
like,
it's
like an Impossible sausage.
yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Let's rock and roll.
Okay. Well, first we're going to go with a green cabbage.
And this isn't something you serve at Cool Moose, is it?
It is, actually.
Yeah.
Right? We've been serving it for a while now. So some of these are. I'm used to using gas, so this is a little different.
It's a lot
but
different.
It's all good.
You're doing great,
right?
man. You're doing great. All right, so hey, while we're putting all this stuff in here, tell us a little bit about Cool Moose.
Well, we've been around for almost 30 years.
Wow, congratulations, man.
For what, 28 years, I think it is.
You don't look like you're old enough to have a restaurant for 28 years.
Yeah, right. You're being very kind. Very, very kind. And we started off as just the idea was to be a bagel shop, but it just kind of quickly morphed into a breakfast and lunch establishment. And just has kind of gone from there, right? Just kind of keep going.
You know, one of the things I dig, I love going into your shop and then just going right over and getting the coffee.
Right, yeah.
I like to do like a 1 squirt of blueberry and then fill the rest with like regular.
I think it's great you talk about the blueberry because everyone comments about our blueberry coffee, and I'm going to tell you a story about that actually.
All right, what you got?
I used to order all my coffee from Green Mountain in Vermont, and they had a seasonal coffee every quarter season, right? And like for instance, spice eggnog during Christmas, and spring was always blueberry, but it got so popular, it became year round.
Oh, right on.
And I don't think I meet anybody that doesn't bring up blueberry coffee, I swear to God.
No, it's really, really good. Like, I'm not kidding, the blueberry coffee is delicious. All right, so what else have we got going on? So you say we've got potatoes here, we've got vegetables here.
Yep. Well, in the vegetables here, we have, let me find my tongs. We've got the green cabbage, we got Swiss chard, we got some kale, right? All leafy greens.
Super good for you.
Right, super good for you. Lots of flavor in there, right?
Yeah.
And we're just going to try to saute them up. And I like to use butter, but of course there are alternatives that are more healthy. Olive oil, right?
They may not taste as good, but they're healthy alternatives.
I mean, healthy is big. Healthy is big, right?
Healthy is big. And to be honest with you, olive oil and as a substitution a lot of times tastes fantastic.
Yeah. And so along with the potatoes here, we do this on a grill, by the way, so we don't necessarily.
It's a little bit different. You wouldn't necessarily be in one of these pans. Everything's just going to kind of be on the skillet.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha. So we'd put the potatoes and the veg on the flat grill with some butter and cover it with a dome, and it crisps things up really nice. So
gotcha.
We'll just kind of try to turn this up a little bit.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. So with that 30 seconds, we're going to try this when we get back to this. So we're going to have round 2. So before we let you go, though, tell us the address where we can find you.
2708 Park Street in Riverside at the corner of Park and King. It's been revitalized maybe like 20 years ago
Yep,
with a huge project, right? And now we're seeing other parts of Riverside Avondale improving as well with 5 Points getting infusion, I think 5 or so years ago. So I think we all know Riverside Avondale is the place to be.
Yeah,
right?
it's the neighborhood. All right, so we're going to check back in with Cool Moose here in just